But I did this, so I remember now. I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about them basically recycling last year's storyline with Sami Zayn and Gunther this year with Jey Uso and Gunther? Because like I
I don't see it
just
that way.
I feel like it is, because I mean, okay, it's not exactly the same. We get it,
No.
because whatever. But obviously, I would say the stakes are higher because the championship is bigger, right? Like the Intercontinental Championship is great, but this isn't the Intercontinental Championship. This is the World Heavyweight Championship. But it does feel just kind of like lazy in a way, especially when it's like they both had lost to him multiple times before they had their Mania match. So now we're just going with this like underdog story. And to me, it just like kind of feels forced. Like, or I don't know. To me, it's just like bored. I'm bored. Like I wish that
It's
there was
not, yeah.
something else that could be like the underlying reason to believe in Jey Uso, other than it being like the tale as old as time. Like, oh yeah, he's the underdog. Well, why is he the underdog?
Because
He's not the champion. Like,
because
he's
he's
got,
forgotten he was the tag team. He was only gonna be a tag team star. And people say he was the weaker out of the two in the tag team,
I don't
which
remember anybody
I don't
saying
remember that. I don't remember anyone saying it.
that's a lie that they're trying to rewrite history.
But
It's
point
always
is
been
that they're
Jey
pushing
was
that.
better on the mic. That's what people thought.
No, they said better in general. Like had
Oh, but see,
this, like they said that Jimmy was the one
you know
who
why?
would break out. Like
You know
that's the
why?
whole thing. Why?
He was on Total Divas, so people liked him.
Oh, yeah, no one knows who Jay is because he
mm-hmm,
wasn't.
mm-hmm.
Okay,
But Jimmy was on Total Divas, so people fell in love with him because they saw exactly like how funny he is and his real personality and how supportive of Naomi he is. I feel like that's the only reason why anyone would have been more keen on Jimmy, because otherwise you don't really know anything that much about them other than like, oh, they're both married and they have kids. Like, okay,
Did you see the picture of Naomi and Jimmy jumping, like in the picture of them in the air? Jimmy's face looks hilarious.
I have not seen it.
He is comedy in himself. Like Jimmy Uso should just be a singles star from now on because he's that good alone. Like he can just go out and just talk.
He's hilarious. See, like, I don't know. Richard says, I think without Imperium around him, Gunther had to be made weaker so the baby faces looked credible against him. Gunther lost his punching bags.
That's everyone.
But like Jey Uso is not an equal. I'm sorry. It's not. He's not an equal. I'm sorry. He also says Jey is still an underdog. Who is he beat as a singles guy that is strong other than Drew via roll up? See, like, I don't know. To me, I feel like, I don't know. You're never going to get me on board with Jey Uso taking the title off Gunther at Mania. I'm never going to be okay with it, and I'm never going to support it, because I also think that the time to have made him champion, where people would have been like the most happy with him being a champion, it would have been against Roman. I think that was the missed opportunity. If you wanted to make him a singles champion and you wanted to make him like a credible main event star, he should have beaten Roman. I don't think it's not going to have the same effect on people with him beating Gunther. It's just not. They're going to be trying to make it be like, oh, they have a lot of history. Yeah, for the past 2 months that you forced down our throat since you won the Rumble. After that, before that, not really. Like,
kind of not enough to
not in the way that he had a ton of history with Roman. Like, I think that would have been a lot more satisfying for like a lot of people if they've been paying attention for a long time. But
I thought we were going to get him.
But this is the other issue that I have. Is he winning the belt? Probably, which I fucking hate. I also don't think it needs to happen. But his title reign can't be short. It can't be long and it can't be too short. It can't be too long because he's not a credible world heavyweight champion. I'm sorry, but he's not. But it can't be too short because then you took it off of Gunther for what? You put it on him for a short period of time to prove that he's a main event guy, but he had it for a month or 6 weeks. That's not going to work either.
It seems like Rikishi's really in their ear.
it's and it's nothing against like it's okay. So it's like it's nothing against Jay for me. It's just like I think it's the timing of it and it's who he's going to be taking the title off of that I have a problem with. Like if Gunther had like a way better reign than he's had, then I would be like whatever. But you're telling me that he deserves to be 1 and 2 at WrestleMania and he's going to lose titles back-to-back WrestleManias, and it's going to be Sami Zayn who only had it for like a month and a half, and then Jey Uso who might have it also for like 2 months. That's embarrassing and so stupid because you have all this time to plan these things out, and then you have that time to decide, okay, what are they going to do once they become champion? And then you have nothing for them. You give them a championship for a month or two, and then it goes on to the next thing. Like the way that these matches go, like I get it. It's Jay winning the World Heavyweight Championship is benefiting him, but to take it off of Gunther, then have him have it for a short period of time, that's damaging Gunther. And people say he can't get hurt. Yes, he can. Because you
See,
got
to me, it doesn't.
but so many people are already complaining that his title run has been terrible, that he's so boring. Why is he even over? Why is he a champion? And I honestly don't have much belief that when they take this world heavyweight title off of him, that they'll ever make him world heavyweight champion again.
Oh, I disagree with that.
I don't think
Oh,
it's not happening. If they're
why
gonna take
not?
it off of him to give it a Jey Uso run for 2 months, hell no. I think he's gonna probably become the next Finn Balor. That's what it's gonna be.
No.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
see them taking that off him and then him going up against whoever the top babyface champion is at the time when he comes back, or he goes up against Cody.
I don't know.
I for me it seems like but Cody specifically wants to face like the best of the best, and Gunther is the best of the best.
Yeah, he would have to move to SmackDown though.
I could see it happening. There's a draft coming up soon.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. People don't agree with me. I don't know. I'm very passionate because I like Gunther. So it's I think it's and a lot of it is just that I'm frustrated with his title run. And then knowing that it's probably coming to an end at Mania just makes me more frustrated. And then it's more frustrating to me that it's somebody like Jey Uso. You know what I mean? Like if it were somebody else, I guess, like I would still be mad. But if it was like Seth Rollins, like what can I get mad about with Seth Rollins? It's like you're only
Pretty
putting the
tough.
title on Jey Uso because you want him to be like perceived differently. But like to me, that's not enough. Like I don't know. It's the same thing of like, oh, they gave him the Intercontinental title so that we can say that he was a singles champion. Okay, he had it for like 5 weeks. What or 4 weeks? What are we doing? How much did that really benefit him? I don't know.